All right. So, is there anything that you need from me? Is there anything that you need me to do for you?
Yeah, right now, no. I mean, it's actually going smoother than I thought it was going to when I first joined. I haven't
Yeah,
really needed anything other than like a couple times I reached out to Angelica just for like little things, but
got you, got you. So
other
kind
than
of, so
that, I'm all
so
good.
kind of, so kind of tell me, or whoever watches this, if they're watching it live or watch the replay, kind of tell me, where you were, before you joined the program, and kind of where you are now, and kind of what made you want to transition into tech, and how your journey has been so far.
So, I still am. I work valet at a casino in Vegas. Been there for a long time. I don't hate the job by any means, but it's been too long and it's time for me to get going with a real career. So I'm still there now, but now I'm looking to. I think I told you on Discord that I'm actually hoping to get like a 1 or 2 day a week, like where I do valet a couple days and I do work with IT guys a couple days a week, just to gain some hands-on experience and have something to throw on my resume. So, and then before that, or I mean, not before that, but before the program, I always thought about getting in tech. I consider myself like kind of like a knowledgeable end user. But kind of never really knew where to start.
Mm,
I looked at a lot of different options. I found your podcast a while ago, um, and that's what got me going. Because I was actually thinking about doing WGU
okay.
originally, and then everything I kept seeing was like, you don't, not that a degree is a bad thing, but you don't need to get a degree if you don't like, you don't have to put years in to get a degree, like get certified. And I always, and then I decided to join you. It was just about 3 months ago, and now I have three certifications, actually four, because one of them stackable.
Yep.
I went from no experience outside of just what I know myself, what I've taught myself, to having a network plus, A plus. I think the stackable that comes with it was called like IT operations specialist,
Yep.
and on my way to security plus.
My man. So kind of let's kind of stick there, right? So you said you had kind of been thinking about it for a long time. So what's a long
Yeah,
time? Would you say a couple months, couple years, or what would that look like?
no years. I thought about it for
Wow.
years, for like
Okay.
10 years. Um, for a while, I thought about like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't keep doing my same job forever. I need a career where I can continue to move up, where I can pivot.
Yep.
And I would occasionally, buy like a Udemy video and what's the guy's name? Mike, I can't remember his last name, but I'm sure you know who he is. But I would watch his A plus video and then his new
Mm.
one, and I would never write anything down, and I would just leave it to that. And then, last year I got married, um, and she's kind of like, she doesn't care what I do for a living, but she's kind of like, how long are you gonna do valet for? Like, how long are you gonna be at this? Like, you should get a remote job. You should get a remote job. I'm like, I think, yeah, I'm like, I think if I get into tech, I could definitely find a remote job somewhere along the line and continue and like actually have a real career where I could travel, take a laptop with me, don't have to feel like stuck. I'm stuck in one place. If we want to move, we can move. Um, Even if I wasn't working remote, still like obviously tech is something that is um, a big industry everywhere.
Mm.
Everybody uses it. Everybody needs IT technicians or network technicians or cybersecurity engineers,
Yep.
whatever it may be. Everybody needs it. So
So
I just kind of
go ahead. I'm
when I
sorry.
joined the program, no, you're good. When I joined the program, I was kind of like, I need to just go. I need to just do it. And that was like kind of like the structured roadmap is what really like helped me kind of put the pieces together. Because that's where I was before was I want to do it. I don't really know. Should I like try to get A plus? Should I just go try to take the test? And it's a good thing I didn't because I would have spent a lot of money and failed. I didn't know as much as I thought I did,
Mm.
but
So
I
let's
learned it.
let's let's kind of start there, or kind of stick there. So you started with IT fundamentals, right?
Yeah.
Now, you said you're a pretty good end user. I know what the hell I'm doing, so on and so forth. But did that kind of show you what the gap was as far as where you were and where you needed to be as far as starting with IT at plus, or you think you could have skipped it, or how did you kind of?
Um, A little bit. I'm glad I did it. I think it definitely helped because it made A plus a little bit easier. Because like some of the first few lessons, especially like on hardware, like I'm like, I already know this stuff, I already know this stuff. And then as I went further down, like getting into like programming languages and rate erase, that might have been A plus. We talked about rate erase, but either way, I started learning like, okay, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know that I need to learn, and I probably could have gone straight to A plus, but since ITF plus was in the program and I have no experience, that I think it was a really good place to start. It really helped. It really helped me get like understand more in A plus.
Got you. Got you. Now, Paul, let's say that you didn't find a program, you were still rocking out. Do you think like somebody in your position, right? Somebody that kind of knows that they want to do something else, want to change their career, want to change the trajectory of what they're doing. Is it a good idea to do this stuff by yourself? Like, would you rather, do you think you could have did this by yourself? Would you recommend somebody else do it by themselves? Or how do you kind of feel about that?
I mean, you'd have to be really disciplined, I
Mm,
believe. I think if you have like some experience in tech and you want to get like, let's say you have A plus, you could probably get Network Plus by yourself. I'm sure you can find the resources. They're out there. Um, but if you don't have experience, or if you, I mean, I never even looked at exam objectives. If you look
mm,
at that and you think you know a lot, and you look at that and you're like, oh, maybe I don't know as much as I think I do. I need to learn all this stuff. And if you, like I said, in my position, having no experience, like I kind of needed that structure.
got you. Now let's talk about the exam itself, right? So pretty much all the exams you took is it's the same structure, same everything. Was there any surprises as far as taking the exams? Was it more difficult, less difficult? Like how did you kind of feel actually
Um,
taking the exams?
I would say I mean, I've taken four now. ITF plus, I think when I took that, I kind of realized like it's not, these questions aren't going to be straightforward.
No.
And that's probably the one with the most straightforward questions. Other than that, like they've kind of, what that gave me an idea what they were like, and I just expected each one to not necessarily get more difficult, just covers different things. And I guess like Network Plus is a little more advanced than A plus, so goes a little deeper. But um, yeah, I think that it was kind of just like the way the questions were worded. Like I only got a 680 on ITF plus. My scores have only gone up from there, thankfully.
Good, good, good,
But
good, good.
yeah, but yeah, it was like they're a little confusing. They're a little confusing. You really have to understand what you have to understand the question. You can't just like memorize like this is this, or layer one of the OSI model is this. Like you want to know that, but you want to know why it's layer
Exactly.
one, why it's layer two, what operates on those layers, stuff like that. And then the
Gotcha.
performance based questions, I wouldn't say I was surprised by them. I had like looked up a couple YouTube videos just to get an idea of what they would look like. There's been a few where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm being asked to do here, but I've gotten through them, so I guess I figured it out. I got close enough to figure it out. But yeah, I would say a couple of those have been like really easy, and then some have like really confused me.
Mm, mm.
It's been like kind of a 50-50 split.
So the passing score for ITF plus is I want to say 675, I want to say. Either
Six
650 or
650,
650,
650. And then
650.
I think core one for A
It's
plus
675.
is six seventy
Yeah,
five.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yep, yep. So as far as you getting ITF plus, was it a confidence booster or was it a reality check? Which one would you say?
It was definitely a confidence booster, I
Okay.
think. I mean, somewhat of I didn't, when I walked into it, I didn't think like, oh, I'm gonna pass this thing easy
Right.
because I am somewhat familiar with computers before I started the program. I was nervous before I took it, but it was like, I think it was a really good place to start to get a feel for going into the testing center. I was
Yep.
originally going to do it at home, and I was having trouble with the software you download, the
Okay.
Pearson View software, whatever it kept saying that something was going on with my webcam, and I couldn't figure it out. And I did not want to deal with it on the day of the exam.
For sure.
So I said, you know what, I'm going to reschedule it to go in person. And that's why I've done all of them. But yeah, I think ITF Plus gave me a really good idea of what to expect going into the testing center, what like the test was going to be like, what it was going to look like all those things, you
Got
know.
you.
And it was definitely a confidence booster more so than a reality check.
Okay, so quick question, right?
Yeah.
So you got a couple keys to the kingdom, right? But you're not using them. So have we been applying for jobs?
I've applied for to a few. I haven't applied to
What?
50. I do have some feel I have so I told you that hopefully the internship at work, we'll see how that I
Yep.
should be hearing from him this week.
Okay.
Um if that doesn't work out, I have my mom used to work at the convention center out here. Her good friend
Okay.
still works there. She is uh supposed to be putting in the word for me with the
Perfect. Okay.
IT department there. I have my current boss, who he's like really supportive of me
Good.
getting out of LA. He has somebody who works for AXS, which is like a ticket. It's like the ticket agency for the Golden Knights, our hockey team out here.
Okay. Okay.
So they handle obviously they have their website where they sell tickets. They handle all the scanning of tickets when they go in. So I have a couple of there's a couple feelers out there.
Okay.
So and I do need to ramp up like applying for jobs for
For
sure. I
sure.
have been very focused on like making sure I pass the test. Like that has consumed most of my thought process about this as of now. But
Gotcha. So just remember, the golden rule is 50, right? 50
yeah,
jobs a day. And a lot of times, that's a lot, but I'm telling you, what happens, Paul, and what happens with a lot of the other students is what you're supposed to do was start applying for jobs after you got A plus, right? And then so
mhm.
you would have the Golden Knights thing, the AES or whatever you said, the ticketing thing. Then you would have your boss,
AXS,
a such and such.
AXS. Yeah, it
You would
doesn't
have
matter.
your mom. You would have those three things. Then you would have so many other things because you got to always be applying, right? Always be applying.
Mhm.
So have you went through the career coaching portion of the program or no?
I have gone through some of the templates. I need to watch the LinkedIn video.
Okay,
I have my LinkedIn profile set up and stuff, but I
perfect.
definitely could probably use some coaching on exactly what to do with it. But yeah, I have some resume templates that I downloaded from the I think it was from the live videos, right? They have that's
Yep,
where they
yep.
have them. So I've gone through a little bit of it, not all of it,
Got you. No
but I
big
do
deal.
plan on getting through that and getting like my resume really where I want it. I haven't really written a resume since God knows when, so I really
So
need
after this, have you sent your resume to Angelica?
no, not yet.
So send your resume to Angelica, right? So Paul,
Okay.
the literal templates, right? The literal templates that you looked at, that you downloaded, that's exactly what students are using to get tech jobs, right? So Janaea just has A plus, and she just landed her first tech role. She's making
Yeah, I
almost
saw that.
85, 90. So
Saw that. That's great.
you definitely want to do that, right? So because the thing is this, you have everything that you need. You just got to put in the reps. That's all it is. Because I want
Mhm.
you to go on more interviews to kind of get comfortable with that. Because that's a whole nother skill or a whole nother thing that you have to do as well. So first thing is go through the one live video that pretty much goes through how you apply for almost 100 jobs a day, right? So you can use AI, right? And it'll apply for if you want to do networking, so you got Network Plus, if you want to do help desk, if you want to do cybersecurity, it'll do all those things for you. And then you can still put out those physical fillers yourself, right? So if you want to talk
Okay.
the good thing is, like I said, the easiest thing is to network where you are, which it sounds like that's what you're doing. But we got to have as many opportunities as
Yeah,
possible to get you out of that valet position,
definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't really know I don't know too many people that work in tech.
right?
Really, my friend's fiance, she does sales, like
Okay,
software sales. So she's told me she doesn't really know anything about what I'm doing about any
right.
of these. She's just obviously does sales, but um she's told me she'll try to connect me with as many people as she can. She's from San Jose, so she's like from a big
Perfect.
tech area, and that could help me get a remote job possibly.
Okay. What's the timeline, or do you have a date for Security Plus?
Not yet. I'm currently on I just finished the second domain.
Okay.
I believe I was like somewhere around 50% done in the self-paced
Are you in like you in
modules.
are you in the third? Are you in the third month, the second or the third month, as far as how long you've been in the
I
program?
think I joined February 2nd.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Got you. Got you. All right. So I got some challenges for you and some deadlines, right?
All right,
So
let's do it. Let me
I
write this
would
down.
say today is the 25th. So I want to say the 6th, right? So May 6th will give you a little bit over a week, right? A little bit over a week, including the weekend, to get Security Plus. That's more than enough time. And believe it or not, Paul, most students find that Security Plus is the easiest. It's not
Oh,
easy,
really?
but it's the easiest just
Yeah.
because you've done it so many
I think
times.
if you've done, yeah,
Yep.
that
And
makes
then
sense.
Network Plus is most times more difficult than Security Plus. So if Network Plus was too easy for you, Security Plus would be too easy for you. So I would say May 6th, you'll have Sec Plus. So take Security Plus on that day or before. And then as far as a job, so I'm gonna give you a hard stop at, let me see. So I would say June 10th. June 10th, one or two things has to happen. One, you either already have a job, or two, you've gone on at least 15 interviews. So at least 15 interviews or gotten a job while still working. The people that you know, so the internship, any friends that you have. But if you, one, fix your resume, two, use those templates, and then three, start using AI to automatically apply for you. So it's applying while you sleep, it's applying while you're rocking out, it's applying while you're parking cars. So May 6th, you'll be certified, and then June 10th, you'll have a job. So as far as jobs in general, are we kind of like whatever happens, happens, or is there a specific, as far as going through the
Um,
program, have you kind of found something that you like?
so my intention getting into this was cybersecurity,
Okay,
in some capacity. So I'm still leaning towards that. I want to learn a little more as I go through Security Plus. But I'm thinking I've noticed that it seems like a lot of networking and security jobs are very similar.
for sure.
Like network analysts, security analysts, they seem like it's almost the same thing.
Yep.
Um, or engineer, stuff like that. So I'm thinking I still don't really know exactly what I would be doing. I have an idea. I've done some labs where you do like packet captures and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm
Now,
still leaning. I think something in networking or um, security. If I can't get that, I'm okay with doing. I want to try to avoid help desk, but I will do if I could. I would be okay with like starting out with some like IT support role or something like that, where I'm just turning things on and turning them off until I can just
yeah.
tack that on my resume.
Now, as far as pay, what are we looking for? What would you be comfortable with as far as salary?
I mean, starting off, I think I would be okay if I would want to make like 60, 65 starting off. Like that's on the
That's
low end.
that's too
I
easy. Okay.
definitely think ultimately I'd like to make more than that.
Right,
I
right.
think most of us would. But just starting off, I'd be okay with that, I think. That would
Okay.
be like similar to what I make now, and it wouldn't be like too much of a I wouldn't feel like I'd have to start pinching pennies
Okay. So, but
initially.
preferably like 75, 80.
Yeah,
Okay.
preferably, yeah, absolutely. If I could start out with that, then yeah, definitely.
Got you. Now, another thing, some homework for you. Is there a clear pathway as far as the internship? Okay, we do the internship for this amount of time, and then this happens, or is it kind of just like what's the purpose?
So the purpose was that there's other people within my department that do the same thing, not with IT, but with other departments. And like my GM is the GM of the hotel has been very good about like us
That's
if we
good.
want to try to advance our career. Like you could do a day or two with them, a day or two out here. Point of that was is just to get experience,
For
really,
sure.
just to like get a feel for the day to day. I definitely wouldn't want to do it more than a month or so. If I were to get a job, I'll be applying for jobs. If I get a job, then I'll leave. But that's like kind of where my head was at with that, like getting a feel for day to day, what I'd be doing, like helping them out, like learning from the guys that have been doing it for a little while. Because like getting the certifications is one thing, doing like the hands on work is a little different.
Got you. Got you. Now,
Got the knowledge, I need the experience.
got you. Now, what I would recommend is, rehabbing that conversation or sparking that conversation up again just to see if there is a pathway. Because it's cool, of course, you get the experience, but okay, well, I'm getting this experience, well, I'm getting these certs. Can I segue into here?
Yeah.
Can I get promoted to this? Can I work with these guys? Because I appreciate that, you allowing me to kind of shadow these guys, but my ultimate goal is to still stay here, still be with the hotel, but working in the tech department. Is that a possibility? Has that kind of been discussed or no?
Not at that the like details of it haven't been discussed. The
Okay.
only interaction I've had with him was the manager came out and talked to me, the IT manager, and he
Okay.
just kind of told me like, he was like, we just had a huge event last weekend, and we both kind of agreed to revisit it after that because we were both going to be really busy.
Okay.
Um, so I should hear from him this upcoming week, and
Okay.
but we didn't discuss. Like he said, he needed to get with our GM about like pay and stuff. Like if I'm just going to carry over my salary, if I'm going to get paid more per hour while I'm in there, if he
Right.
wants me to get like like their normal rate, um, and things like that. So, but yeah, we haven't discussed like what the exact pathway will be, and I'll bring that up with him. And I kind of did tell him a little bit. I said I'm going to be looking for a job, like a
Right.
job. I was just seeing if while I'm here, use the resources I have at my disposal.
Got you. Got you. So during that discussion, what I would recommend is if pay does come up, just say, at first, for, because I am newer, so on and so forth, and you are, helping me out, you're taking a chance on me. It would be cool if I just keep, my same valet pay for now, and then 30 days after I, proven myself, after I kind of got integrated with the team, that I kind of, move up to whatever everybody else is making, whatever your role is, it kind of needs to
Mhm.
get adjusted to that maybe even 90 days, because at least you won't be doing the valet thing. You'll still be doing tech stuff, but I would say like I'm cool, because I'm still learning, and I appreciate, the opportunity. But it can't be less, it can't be anything crazy. But
No,
um,
no, I
yeah,
don't. It definitely wouldn't be less. I would
okay,
at least get, but and that would, like you said, it would be short term.
yeah, 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 yep, yep, yep. Because like,
From my end, and I kind of like I told him, I said I am going to be looking for a job, you know, here pretty quickly. This was like right before I was taking Network Plus,
okay,
maybe like 2 weeks ago. I talked to him. I want to say. Um, so yeah, I think he'll know, and I'll make it clear. Obviously, like I don't want to do this for a year where I'm just
yeah,
making my my valet salary. Like couple months, gain some experience. If you guys like me and you want to keep me on, or if you want to see if transfer there, I mean, they have, like 7 hotels here in town and they have
plenty of
their corporate
opportunities.
office. That's kind of what I was thinking more so as the corporate office, but
Mhm.
they wanted me to talk to the guy that was there to stay in house for the time being. But yeah, if an opportunity arises within a few months, then I'm definitely down to explore that. If not, then I'll
For
be
sure.
trying to get out of there. Like it won't be any different than if I don't get it, if I don't end up going in there, I'm still gonna be looking for a job.
That's right. That's right. So, Paul, once you follow this guidance, the opportunities are going to start coming, right? Like a
Hmm.
lot, a lot. So, because all we got to do is fix your resume, and then, like I said, just use one of those templates, and then just start putting in the reps. So the opportunities are going to come. So I would kind of not like threaten him or nothing, but like, hey, but like, just like you said, like, hey, if this doesn't work out, I will be going, elsewhere. I don't want to because this is cool. It gave me an opportunity, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is putting in the reps. And then I think if you have leverage, right? Once you actually get a real opportunity, like these people offer me X, Y, Z, and then you bring it to them, they'll be like, oh, okay, damn, Paul,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, yeah, let's figure it out. But now it kind of seems like we're just doing you a favor. It's cool, but once you get that leverage, I think it'll work out in your favor though.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, just
I
really
think so too.
quickly. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say so May 6th for so I'm not done with the
Don't matter.
Security Plus yet with the
Yep. Yep.
course
Yep.
yet.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
So the May 6th was finishing everything and testing by May 6th.
I don't know if I'll be able to find an appointment that quickly. To
Why not?
be honest with you, because every time I've looked, it's been like minimum like week and a half out. It's like the
Okay.
first available appointments.
Okay.
I
So
will
so
definitely
so
keep you posted. All
so
right, good.
quick pause. Quick pause. So every exam you've taken in person, huh?
Yes, so far.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you.
I did just get a new laptop, so I could possibly try to revisit No, I think I should keep doing this, keep
Yeah,
doing what I'm doing.
just keep doing what's been working, man, and what you feel comfortable with. Unless you feel like you would be comfortable at home. It's literally the same setup, the exact same setup.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you're not comfortable with it, do what's been working. So
I've heard a few horror stories about people that doing it at home. Like they're like really strict with you take like a drink of water or something like that. I think I was talking to Omar, who's maybe joined a month ago or so, and he was saying that they were giving him they were giving him crap about something.
I love Omar, but everything is extra. Everything is like, oh, it's fucking terrible. They was no, it's not that serious, man. Now, only thing is, it's the same thing, right? So, if you talk to yourself or if you say stuff out loud in person or on the exam, you'll go crazy. But like I said, uh, I think we probably should do what's been working. So, what I would do is though, just check the availability right now and just schedule it for
Hmm.
whatever the next date is, right? So we'll have more than enough time to finish the training and then go ahead and be able to schedule it. Now, I haven't had any students because he said it's a horror story, it's all blah blah blah, but he passed the damn test, so it wasn't that damn bad. So the thing is that you don't have to worry about traffic. You don't have to worry about making it there on time. You don't have to worry about the people there being weird. It's literally just
Yeah.
uh, you get on there, show your ID, show the room, take the test. That's about it. But if you feel more comfortable taking it in person, then just do it in person.
Yeah,
Um,
there is one there's like four places that are pretty close to me in my area
okay,
of town. And one of them's real close and
perfect,
it's actually the first time I went in there, I was the only person in there. It was
good.
great.
Okay,
It
got you,
was
perfect. Let's do what works, man. Person. So one thing I want to ask though is the first exam you took that had stuff that was a little bit different, had simulations or the performance-based questions was A plus. Did that completely throw you off? Were you kind of like expecting it? Were you okay?
No,
How did you
I was
feel?
expecting them. I was expecting
Okay.
them. I had looked up. I think you even at the beginning of
Yep.
the self-paced stuff said like that's going to be the first one with performance-based questions. So I was expecting them, and I took a lot of advice I heard was skip them, do
Yep.
multiple choice, come back to them. So my kind of rule of thumb has been try to give myself 40 minutes on the like get done with the
Okay.
multiple choice and have give myself 40 minutes on the PBQs, and that's worked out for me so far. Each time I'm getting a little less time. I think Network Plus I only have like 2 minutes left or something like that.
Yeah, that's a tough one,
Yeah.
man. That's a tough one. So as far as um the exam itself, have you failed any exams?
No, no, I
Look
haven't.
at you, man. Look at you. Perfect. Perfect record.
4 for 4.
Now, um, I'm almost positive that you're gonna pass Security Plus because I haven't had anybody fail Security Plus in a while. So I'm pretty sure you'll be fine on that. But let's say hypothetically that you did fail, right? They said you
Mhm.
did fail one. How would you have come back from that? Or how actually let's not say that because I don't like that. Actually, what do you think attributed to you not failing any of these exams? What was the biggest thing?
If I hadn't passed one,
No, let's go back. Let's go back because I don't
yeah.
even want to put that in the area, especially since you're about to take one. So, what do you think contributed to your success? Like, what did you do that so many people fail these exams? What are you doing that's different from what these people are doing?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Honestly, I think I've just preparation. Maybe I've been, we're learning a lot in a
Yep.
16-week window that a
Yep.
lot of people take like years to learn all this stuff. It's not. I would say like most of it's not like inherently difficult. It's just a lot of information. It's really easy to get confused with some of the stuff. Not that
Mm.
these concepts are confusing. It's just like
That's a lot.
I think this is this, and then. Um, So I would say just preparation. I pretty much told myself at the beginning, like 2 hours every day, I was going to come home from work, and whether even if I was through the course, I'm going to go do practice tests, and
Yep.
what I'm not getting right, I'm going to write down. I'm going to come back and watch videos again, and try to get understand what I'm not understanding. And to this point, it's worked.
Got it. Good,
I
good.
also there's an app also. Each test there was an A plus app for my phone, A plus, Network Plus, and I've got to download the Security Plus. But they do like practice tests. So when I've been slow at work, I've just kind of keep my mind on it all the time.
Got you. Got you. Now, what about that part? What about the 16 weeks, right? 16 weeks, do you think it's too fast? Could it be faster? Could it be longer? Or how do you kind of feel about the pressure for knocking all this stuff out in 16 weeks?
Um, I mean, I like it because I wanted, like a lot of people, I like instant results,
Like, of course.
like I don't want to take 4 years to go to college and
Right,
like
right,
now I'm in my 30s. I don't want to do that now.
right.
I think it really depends. I thought at first I thought maybe I'd be in over my head, but it kind of hasn't turned out that way. Like I've been definitely been stressed out at times. I've
Right,
taken
yeah.
practice tests and I'm just not doing well, and I'm like, man, dude, I'm spending so much time on this. Like, how am I not getting it? But at the end of the day, I really think it's just the time I put into to making sure, whether it's doing labs or uh, practice tests, watching YouTube videos, just anything that helps me understand. You
Got you,
know,
got you.
a lot of times I was listening to practice tests on my way to work. I
Okay,
would
got
put it, and I would listen to it. And I'd try to answer, and if I didn't answer it, I would listen to the explanation. Yeah,
that's
I think
good,
it's
man.
just
That's
that
good.
I would say just preparation. I don't know. I was never really like someone to put like a ton of time into school, and now I wish I had, but it's never too late,
Never, never,
and
never.
never too late, and better now than never.
Oh, that's a
Like
good one,
now's
man.
the time.
That's a good one, man. So, I'm super proud of you for one. You should be proud of yourself as well, because like you said, in 16 weeks, you've accomplished what literally shit you could have did this years ago. Literally, you watch an
Yeah,
A2, I mean, an A plus video here, a never plus video here, put it down, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm proud of you for being disciplined and pretty much changing trajectory of your life and just changing what you got going on now. The average age of our students is about 29 to 30, right? So people that are in their 30s, do you have any advice for people that may have picked the wrong career, may have not, pretty much in a similar situation, kind of been thinking about it for a couple years? Like, what would you kind of tell them? What should they do? What advice would you have for them if they're thinking about getting into tech?
don't wait.
Mm,
Don't wait. Don't sit because it's really easy to let time just keep passing by. You know.
man. Man, because shit, if I my damn 20-year high school reunion just came up, and I was just like, that can't be right. That can't be right, man. Time goes by so fucking
Yeah, man.
fast.
It just keeps. It does. It just keeps going. It just keeps going.
So,
It doesn't. It's not going to stop. So, I mean, like I said, advice: do it now. You're never really fully. You're never stuck. You might feel stuck, but you're never stuck. You could always figure something out, whether it's tech or not. There's always something, a way to learn something new.
boom. We're gonna end it there, man. So, your marching orders are, for one, when we get off of here, send your resume to Angelica. We'll kind of see what if it
Mhm.
sucks or not. Kind of see what we can change. Look up those templates. Take Security Plus as soon as possible. I do want you to take it in person. I think that is the best thing is what's
This
been
has been
working. So
working.
yeah, so let's not change it. And just let Angelica know when you're going to take it. If it's got something open by the 6th, cool, or whatever the next available thing is, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I need to get to where I can get a voucher, right? Before I can
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
got to, yeah, so I'm on domain 3. I mean, I think I'm gonna put some time in today, tomorrow. I think by the end of the weekend I can get be through everything.
Easy, easy, easy.
And I
So
could
so if we can have it by the 6th, great. But for sure, have the training done before then. So that's not a barrier to what we
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
I
do.
think I will. What's today's the 20th? Yeah, that's plenty of time. I'll
Okay.
definitely be done with the training by then.
And then, like I said, June 10th. No matter what happens, June 10th, have a job in tech, right? A job in tech or 15 interviews. A job in tech or 15 interviews, right? Trust me, it sounds like a lot. It's maybe nerve-wracking, stressful, but this is what we're doing it for. This is why you get into search. This is why
Yeah.
you join the program is to get a job, right? But I think a really good uh path forward is through your general manager, but kind of just having clear, like, I'm not just here just to hang out and to learn. Like, my ultimate goal is to get paid to do this stuff, and I think he'll work with you, and if not, you'll have other opportunities on the table.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be, I mean, up to the, I guess, the IT manager. I don't know.
Right, right.
We'll see. We'll see when we get there, like what the situation looks like, and if that's something that if they even will have room to hire a full-time guy. If not, then I'll look elsewhere. That's
And then also, and also
simple as
too,
that.
is he the IT manager just for there or for the whole shebang bang?
Um, Not for the whole East. It's there and another casino called Gold Coast. They're like kind of a mile apart, so
Okay,
he
okay,
does both of those places. And I do also another thing I forgot. I haven't talked to him.
okay.
My mom's been a friend. So my mom, one of the places my mom and her boyfriend go to, like to get dinner and stuff,
Hmm.
she knows somebody that works for Boyd Gaming, which is what my casino is, Boyd
Okay,
Gaming,
okay, okay.
and their corporate office for IT. But she's been a little too. I said, tell him next time you talk to him, tell him I got A plus, and then I got next Network Plus. I'm like, tell him I got Network Plus and A plus. And she said she hasn't seen him, but she's like, I get a little nervous. I'm like, just tell him what's the worst that can happen. He
Right, just
tells you to
like
leave him
no, right.
alone, then okay.
Or she can just
Just
give you, his contact details or whatever, and then you can just hit him
yeah,
up as
yeah.
well.
That's kind of what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do because I don't know
Yeah.
if I can rely on her. But um yeah, so I do have like there are a couple of options. I've been trying to network a little bit
But the
with a few
main thing,
people that I
Paul,
know.
is options, right? Options are
Yep.
always awesome, right? So you want to have as many options as possible, not kind of like, have all your eggs in one basket. And also send Angelica your LinkedIn as well. Because what you could do is you can start reaching out to, you said Boyd Gaming, kind of
Boyd Gaming, yeah.
start connecting with the IT department, recruiters, so on and so forth, people that are actually there, not necessarily, hey, I want a job, but just connecting, seeing what they look like, reaching out to them, hey, I'm working at the casino as a valet, but I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
You got a super interesting story, so I'm pretty sure they'll be more than happy to help you out.
Yeah. And I would actually prefer I said, I don't even want to stay at the casino long term. Like I've been saying, I kind of
Okay,
want to get out of I want to get out of working in a casino. I'm willing to do it for a short period of time
got you.
to get my hands dirty a little bit and get some experience. And but I would much rather work at their corporate office or any other
Right.
corporate office just because I'm ready to not be working weekends anymore. Spend more time with my wife because she's a teacher, so she's off weekends.
Okay. And you work
I'm
weekend.
working
Yeah, yeah,
every
yep, yep.
Saturday, Sunday. And it's been since I've been in the program, I get home at like 3:30 and take a shower. In the office for a couple hours working on
And get to it.
passing these tests.
But I'm pretty sure, man, by the
So I'm like,
summertime, you'll be good. You'll be good. Like I said, if you start applying to 50 jobs a day, right? Whether it's through AI or and then another thing that what I did with Janaea, what I did with uh, what is his name? Jermichael. The people that's been, the last couple people that's landed jobs is pretty much have the machine working for you, and then you have targeted jobs as well, right? So
mhm.
like I really want to work at this place as a network engineer, or I really want to work at this place as a cybersecurity analyst, and you can start kind of, backwards engineering it. Okay, who is the tech recruiter? Who is the interviewer? Who is the front desk person, right? And just start connecting with those people because most of the times, you get jobs because people like you and they know you, you're
Yeah,
familiar face, like, oh, there go Paul. But so they're happy to work with you. But I would say about summertime, July, latest August, you should have an opportunity, man. Several
yeah,
opportunities.
I
So
think
yeah.
so. I think so.
So we optimistic about that, right? It's not like,
Yeah,
okay, good.
yeah. I never I also had to tell my wife to keep her expectations down too because she thinks like, oh, as soon as you have Security Plus, you'll be making 150,000 a year in
It's on
cyber.
the
I'm like,
way.
that's
It's on
not
the way,
really.
but
I was like, it's not very. I mean, to go from entry level to that doesn't take as long as most careers would take
right.
to make that much money. But like, don't like settle down a little bit because
Relax.
like, yeah, like I'm probably gonna be making around maybe a little more than I'm making now. That would be great. If not, then that's okay too. But I'm gonna get experience and I'm gonna have to just keep moving up, moving up the
Got you.
ladder,
Got you.
What was I gonna say? Just forgot. Oh yeah, and I that's what I never expected, to like get certified and then just land the first job I applied for. I knew that it was probably gonna be a little bit of a little bit of a ride there.
Yeah, yeah. But you'll be good. Like I said, it's a numbers game, and then you already got some really, 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 really good opportunities on your plate as is. So is there anything else I could do for you? Anything I could help you with? Just remember, like I said,
Um,
Security Plus, by June, the interviews and the job. Is there anything else that we kind of didn't cover? Anything else I could do for you?
I don't think so. I think that's about it. I think I'm
My
good.
man. All right, Paul. Well, like I said, I'm super proud of you. You'll have
Thank you.
Security
Thank you.
Plus before you know it. And other than that, I see you in class. Stay right there, Paul.
Sound.
Let me
Oh yeah,
turn
yeah.
this off. Do. How the hell do I turn the recording off? Okay, stop.